All right, guys, game two. Here we go.
Silent of fall! Languider's doing it! They're gonna take! He's gonna bring down Burning! Alone with a double kill! Dropping fast! Monovoid's there! He's still alive! Wait, second slide! He's got one side! He's got a second! He's taking it out! Oh my god! On three! They're all dead!
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to game two of this best of three showdown. It's your Alienware Area 51 Dota 2 Cup. I'm LD, and I'm joined here. This time I have a co-caster. He's KOTLGuy.
Hey,
How you
LD,
doing,
how
buddy?
you doing?
Good. You're looking good over there.
I'm looking good. You can see me.
Yeah.
I'm wearing
You're
my
little-
birthday suit.
Little clean shaven. You know, you're in the nude as far as the facial hair goes anyway.
What? No, I'm not.
It's your
I
old
did trim up
modeling
today.
photo, man. You're looking
Oh, you. Okay, I get it
good.
now.
Yeah. All right.
I'm glad you're taking advantage of that screen.
The green
it's real
screen
fun.
is where it's at, man. It's a lot of fun.
It's fun.
All right, so it's time for game two. It's NiP versus Empire, best of three. Empire 3-0 in their last three games against NiP, and man, they just like to brawl. That game was like 2 kills per minute. At points, I think early on it was 3, and endless, reckless aggression. But it just seems like Empire generally comes out on top in those situations.
They are, man. These kids love to fight. I'm a huge fan of Resolution's Beastmaster that he really started pulling out and just utilizes that hawk and that global ability to kind of scout things out and prep and prepare and plot so nicely. And just created great space for Silent, who's a farm machine on the jug. I questioned the late pickup of the brew going into so much silence, but, you know, it is what it is. And now it's going to be Ninjas in Pajamas looking to bounce back for game number 2 to try to take it to a game number 3.
Yeah, it was. It was also just one of the worst starts I've ever seen for a Lycan brood. Like those two heroes got shut down super hard. Multiple solo kills by Beastmaster onto Lycan mid early, like really early. The Broodmother died, what, 3+ times to a dual lane. They weren't even really ganking him that much. I don't know. They did not get enough out of their laning stage either. And, well, they try to make some adjustments here as far as the draft goes. Empire this time holding the first pick. They force NiP to blow bans on Wisp as well as Troll. You don't want to give those away first, but that leaves the Axe in the pool. So they snag a first pick Axe, and NiP quickly picks some kiting heroes, hoping to kind of control them this way. But Axe is just, he is CIS Dota incarnate. Like, to me, one of the last heroes you ever want to give Empire.
It's one of those things, like, it's obvious he's the flavor of the month, and we're going to see him way too much in our games and these pro matches, even in pub play now, but he's such a crowd pleaser, man. Like, how can you hate on just some dunk action? So if that's what we have to put up with, then I'm more than happy. And Yoki, he is, the Patrick Ewing, the Michael Jordan, the Charles Barkley of the Axe play right now. He just absolutely put on a clinic in the Star Ladder run. And it's no surprise that they prioritize being able to snag him up first if he's not going to get that respect ban. And speaking of respect bans, Empire ban out the Venomancer this time, knowing that they want to be able to have some initiation and blink and don't want to be dealing with that pest. But that just means that 8 Mother's going to go for the next best thing, the other disgusting poison being, the Viper.
Jeez.
And it was funny because at Star Ladder, we were looking over his top 2 list, and Merlini at the same time looked at it. It was Venomancer and Viper, number 1, number 2, and it was just
Gross.
blech,
Yeah.
blech.
Just leaves that icky feeling in your mouth that, you know, uncomfortable sensation in the
I just
pit
want
of
to take
your
a
stomach.
shower after casting their games. It's
I was gonna say I wanted to take a shower because that game was just intense and got me all excited. But yeah, this one we might be taking a shower for other reasons. Just this is a dirty little draft NiP have started off with. Not much actual lockdown, but just a lot of poison damage over time and looking to whittle down these Empire heroes as the fights go on. Obviously, AA great against X. Hero that tends to get low in the middle of the fights, that's where he can shatter. Builds a lot of HP regen normally, and Ice Blast will mostly negate that. So I do like that pick. I think also taking away AA from Empire is fairly important. They run it really well. We saw, as usual, somehow their two supports both get farm. I always want to fly an Aloha Dance. They get a Midas on the 5 position AA. Well, I guess the Disruptor ends up being the 5. He still gets an Eggs. They just find a way to always get both supports farmed and stay relevant later on the game. So, to me, taking away these big playmaking supports is quite important versus them. But you can't ban and pick them all. Some of them are going to get through.
Eventually, you're just going to have to make some sacrifices. But AA is a great hero to get early, I think, because it really changes the mood of the draft. And Empire now, their pool becomes a bit more limited. You can't just kind of dive into getting very defensive supports like the, let's say somehow a Wisp made it through at that point. You kind of second-guess grabbing like that. A Necro, a Bad, and Tree. These heroes that offer a great defense and good sustain. Now it's like, it's not going to be as good and potent with an Ice Blast now out there. So it changes things a bit, and it allows ninjas to feel more comfortable if they decide to go more defensive with their secondary support. So it's possible we could see something like that. And there's a Witch Doctor, so there is a heal and sustain power there. So, whereas on the other team, it could have been, a bit more finicky.
Are we going to see some push cheese from NiP? They're definitely known for it. The team that's not afraid to go for like the all-in push. I mean, hey, there's a Pugna. Can be great against Axe. Decrepify makes his spins worthless. Obviously, you also can slow him down when he's trying to chase after your team quite effectively and does push hard. I mean, I don't know if the hero's really a go-to anymore or if he's even viable, but I guess the other main option for NiP is to go back for like a Void here. They've got Witch Doctor A lot of potential Chronosphere damage, so they'll have to lay their cards a bit on the table now, I feel, with this 4th pick.
I would love to see a Faceless Void. I was surprised we didn't see him a whole lot at Star Ladder. I think it would work nicely here for NiP, I agree.
A bit tough against Venge, I guess, with the defensive swap, but
yeah. I was surprised also, just echoing what you're talking about with Pugna. I can't remember who I was talking to, but I said the same thing because I figured not just against Axe, but I thought he'd be decent against Jug because you get the Decrepify, and they did buff it a bit where you actually move faster, yourself and your allies, so it's not terrible.
Oh yeah, you're right, actually.
So and plus you get that fancy new little ultimate. If you're gonna go ultra support with them, I guess you could just give my life for them. Yeah. Which I'm surprised a team like Polar doesn't do. They love to do like ultra defense, like having a Bad and a Dazzle, and it's like we serve for Illidan to make sure he has the best laning phase ever.
Well, because he's gonna go like full classic Illidan, so
yeah,
you just don't know which game it's gonna be. So you take out 2 insurance policies, and then you take out an insurance policy on the insurance policies just to be extra sure. Okay, so they're not gonna go for any big team fight combo. They get an anti-mage. And Empire are decent at dealing with this. They do have a pretty good lockdown hero form in the Axe. Good physical damage. They don't have great catch to stop split push, but it's like just good enough that it could work.
Yeah, I mean, they probably read that since it's the gyrocopter grab right there, and it's, silent signature go-to. He loves to take it pretty late. He loves to be able to come out and be a flying beast, and it looks like NiP just kind of want to match that game tempo and also go for a late gamer to kind of contest him. And they're going to look to try to create a lot of space. But, hey, you're going to pick up an anti-mage as your 4th grab and maybe not try to sneak it by as your 5th. Then you risk something like this. Doom pops up and says, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah, I feel like they could have waited on the AM pick. I don't. Maybe Empire bans it, but it's not like this is an obvious AM game. As mentioned, it's not a very magic damage dependent lineup. They do have some lockdown for him. It looks kind of obvious now with the Doom pick, but I feel like NiP could have held that one and probably should have. We'll see though. Maybe it works out. But
yeah,
if this goes late, Empire's still in great shape. Right now, there's so many ways to deal with AM. Physical damage, now the Doom, double Doom eventually, Gyro, Probably won't man fight him, but with some backup can certainly take him. And they've got frontliners to take the heat off of him. So yeah, I'm on your side here, man. I'm not sure about the AM 4th pick.
Maybe he's just been playing it a lot and was worried that Empire could easily see that if they were going with a game tempo of kind of 4 protect 1 or create space for that 1 to kind of put the team on his back, that AMC seems to be one of his go-tos, and it could have been a obvious ban, but regardless, we'll have to see how they round this one out. Empire ban out the Brood.
I wonder if this is a 4-position Doom or Axe. Like, do they look to run a greedier jungler? Looking at
Gyro.
Generally, the Gyro is Silence Hero. I guess you can put Resolution on the Axe or the Doom mid. Normally, Yoki's the Axe. And Resolution does not play very much Doom, so maybe it is a jungle Doom for Aloha Dance. I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, maybe they take a page out of the the Inflame book and have Axe go jungle now with Yoki instead, and switch things up and go more selfless support. But more than likely, I imagine.
Where's the Bloodseeker? You know, come on, man.
Yeah.
I'm sad he hasn't caught on yet. The Bloodseeker Zeus is so legit.
But it's Aloha Dance, buddy. It's
Okay.
Aloha Dance.
So you're gonna play it more standard. So Resolution Doom, I'm guessing. Yeah, Resolution Doom. Okay. A little bit of a change up here.
That. All right. Well, that's interesting enough. I like how they got the Batrider for the lockdown, regardless if Gyrocopter's a big BKB kind of hero or not. He'll be able to snag you. And they don't have too much anti-Batrider, but now with Rubik being picked up, he works good to be able to get the quick telekinesis off, and Batrider's initiation becomes a little less potent until he gets that BKB.
Yeah, this could be a really good Rubik game. Lasso can be great on the hero.
Blink.
Death Ward. Yeah, Blink, obviously fantastic. I mean, with Aloha Dance, it's like even when it's a bad Rubik game, it's still a good Rubik game, you know. So, God forbid you ever give him a good Rubik game, then you're really in for it.
5 seconds remaining.
He's so good. He's so good at it. And I think we were casting together when I said it just reminds me of like the olden VG gaming and how he likes to play it. He likes to be all over the place.
Yeah,
typically from what I've seen,
Boots first, very aggressive, and already the Boots picked up.
Yeah, Boots. If he doesn't get it himself, usually secondary support might go for an early smoke. I don't know if we'll see it here, but getting the Boots is definitely something that you'll be able to do a nice job, even in the early laning stage, if you want to go and get your zoning on. Which, by the way, Fluff put out a very nice small tutorial about support play and how you can effectively zone out in the laning phase. I recommend people check it out.
Yeah, I took a look at it. It was quite good. It was specifically for if you're just in a dual lane against a single offlaner, but still a lot of principles there that can be applied to general zoning tactics. So, all right, Dakota, this could be our last game of the day and our last game before the grand finals, or it could be the beginning of a full BO3 going the distance. NiP trailing 0-1 in the best of 3 on the Dire side. We'll run through their lineup first. You've got Seal Kid on the Witch Doctor, Handskin, your Ancient Apparition, Era, going to be playing that Anti-Magus, Ape Mother, the Viper. Looks like they may even go aggressive tri-lane here. We'll see. And that puts Jonas onto the Bat, although, yeah, gets the early Wraith ban, so most likely the Viper going mid. Not picking up that early Rain of Protection. But we'll see. He does head towards bottom.
And for now, they're very clustered here. Probably going to look to scout out at least the laying situation and possibly go aggro. All right, well, Radiant side, it's Empire, your recent Star Ladder Season 11 champions, and still continue to look very dominant. And well, they have one of the best team Twitters out there, I suppose.
The best.
Yoki's going to be playing. Yeah,
Definitely
the best. I mean, who are you kidding? There's posers now trying to, you know, make their own name, but we know where the original's at.
Yeah.
Yogi, he's going to be playing your Axe, so expect the dunks to be coming, at least if that's what he has anything to say about it. Resolution's going to be playing the Doom along the bottom. Always want to fly in the Vengeful Spirit. Aloha Dance on his signature Rubik as he gets the nice telekinesis to the high ground. Seal Kid stuck up, quickly throws out the stun, but they get the first blood taken down.
Body block.
Iso right there, and
Body
they're
block.
trying to make a move. Full Rocket Barrage. Era should be okay here. Just going to walk away, but oh, now silent. Attention on him. Slow orb walking happening here. He's going to be in trouble here. Nowhere to go. He's trying to fly himself out of there, but can't get away already. NiP start off 2-0.
All right, the classic quad lane bottom. Although Era is going to move towards mid. They're expecting the Resolution Doom mid, it looks like. And 1v1 Anti-Mage does decent in that matchup. And that will be the matchup he gets. So now Empire, up against it early on. They do go for this lift on Hanskin, but the cask was coming, so Silent unable to fight into that. And this is going to be a very difficult lane. Already tough. You're up against two 600 range supports, up against a Viper, one of the best lane dominators in the business. And to make matters worse, you've given them first blood and second blood. This is not good. Very, very not good. Hanskin going to drop a sentry here. They will look to engage. Hanskin getting a lot of rocket barrage damage going his way. Actually, they managed to bring him down, but it comes at the cost of the gyro once more. Now the Viper starts to really heat up. They get a 2-for-1, make it a 2-for-2. He goes for the neutral tonight. Not going to happen. The last man standing is the Flying Manta Ray. He's a beast, and he'll be absolutely fine. And did I lose you? All right, we're going to have to switch over to Mumble, it looks like. Uh-oh, Yoki getting chased down top lane. Will be finished off by the Bat Rider. And let's try and get Dakota back online here, folks. Sorry about that. Hey, Dakota, you with me?
Do you hear me right now?
Yeah.
Sorry, dude. Skype. I don't know.
Yeah, the Mumble has that weird popping sound, but unfortunately, well, Skype not too cooperative. Is always want to fight. We'll get caught out here and picked off. Already 6-2 your score. It's just been endless. You can't even
this has been an assault.
We're not done.
Absolute assault.
Now we're going top. A little lane switch up from Empire. They're not happy with the way that tri-lane's going. They try to jump on Jonas, but he's actually turning this one around. Rocket Barrage coin down, though. Jonas can't really engage fully.
Well, now I'll have to step back, and only with one more bit of regen to work with. At least he does have the tranks, but pressure is constantly there to prevent this bat from getting what he wants. Well, he does have help coming, though. Seal Kid looking to interject. Sees Aloha Dance and will try to zone him back, but mid lane as well. Lots of trades. Era very low. We'll also have to step back and start going into that Tango pocket, but it looks like we'll finally go to a bit of a calm and the more normal laning phase.
Is anything normal at this point when these teams clash? It's musical lanes, 8 kills in 2 minutes. Jesus, dude. There is no normal. That's the new normal.
Yeah, it's like a game of chicken early.
They're going to get guys and always want to fly, though. They had a ward around the cliff, and as a result, one more auto attack should be enough to bring him down here. The poison gets the kill. Nobody can lane bottom. That's the issue. Like, who do you put here? Axe can't lane against. The Doom sure as hell can't. The Gyro tri-lane's in disarray. Empire, like, I think you just have to park someone here, sit back, leech experience, don't even think about hitting a creep. Otherwise, you're just going to keep on feeding.
Yeah, we don't see aggro tri-lanes coming out, especially on the Dire side, when they don't have the advantage of that side pull. So it seems to just caught Empire off guard quite a bit, and now it's NiP in full control of the bottom laning situation, and it's beginning to have a bit of a chain effect through the rest of Empire as far as finding out where to settle and begin your own bit of momentum. But NiP with a really strong start here, obviously going to look to hold on to it as long as possible so Eric can be able to flourish.
Always want to fly, trying to fight against Hanskin. Does get off the stun. They just need a little bit more chasing power. And he does not have a call yet, it looks like, but actually does. Not using it. Now calling 8 Mother. Doom joining the fight. Oh, they already have it. 4 minutes in. Resolution's level 6, and it looks like they might be able to take down the Viper. He is tanky, though. They're going to need another Battle Hunger here. No boot, or actually there are boots, but they're disabled. The Tranquils are. They need this kill. They cannot let 8 Mother walk away.
Deny?
They've committed so much. The Battle Hunger bringing him low. He salves through it. Only a level 1 Battle Hunger. Not enough to break the salve. He's going to survive, and even they turn it around. Looking for the Yoki frag. He's going to go into the tree line, but he's scouted out. He'll TP home. Looks like he makes it here, but that would look like the opportunity. You know, finally you're going to be able to kill off the Viper. Nope, just kidding. Not a chance.
Ugh, that's why we say that. Ridiculous. Even with Resolution stepping in, I wasn't expecting him to have a Doom in his pocket. He's level 6 so quick, but his first Doom, not going to reach that quota of getting that first swift kill, and now he has to pull back, and they'll live on and continue to dominate this bottom lane. Meanwhile, top, they get the lift. Rocket Barrage on the Seal Kid, trying desperately to heal on up, gets the stun off, and it does bounce between the two very nicely. He's stuck in the fire. Silent could end up going down now. 3 stacks onto him, and he is just desperate to fly away. Please deny me neutrals. Nope, he can't get it there. Bat Rider gets that kill. Now they turn their attention and get Rubik as well. Another 2 for special. Era's almost there to get the kill, but still, NiP. Big stuff.
I honestly was feeling like this game was just over, but looking at the gold lead, it's not that bad considering the score. 10-3, 2K gold lead. I mean, it's bad. It's very bad, don't get me wrong, but I thought it was going to be even worse than that. So Empire not 100% out of this, but a few more bad kills, and it just feels like NiP will get the Batrider blink. Anti-Mage will get continuous free farm. There's no one who's going to gank him at this rate. With the Blink Dagger on Axe still a long way off. The Doom going Midas first. They don't have a ton of time, but they will get arrow mid, it looks like, stunning him. Now purging him. Nice pick up there by the Doom in the woods. And then Seal Kid comes in. Huge cask. Might turn this one around.
Yeah, Handskin's looking to get on the action even with a haste rune. Going for Yoki. The call at the top of the hill here for now. Long ball orb still connecting on Yoki. Bullies him back, but 8 Mother now letting out huge right-click damage. Steel Kid could be in trouble. Gets the stun off. Will they at least trade? They get that one. Doom also goes down. So a 2-for-1, but always want to fly. Will even things up right there. Double kill for 8 Mother. Very nice. And Yoki still dancing around with them. They're very low, but they will be able to walk away.
Well, in the end, they at least get the anti-mage kill. Now Era's going to walk bottom. He's bought a little Wraith Band. Not a normal pickup for the anti-mage, but just wants whatever cheap items he can grab. I might have bought this when he was about to die to spend his unreliable gold. It's still decent CS for him. I mean, considering no one else is farming, he's at least even with the other heroes. But sitting 0-1-1, not like anti-mage gonna need a while to come online, and that's where Empire maybe can catch up, even as slow as this start has been.
We'll see. Always want to fly here. Places a nice little ward up here just to get any sort of intel as far as the movement shift. As you can see, Batrider farming on the side pull, but he's going to be welcomed by Seal Kid here. They say, how's it going to each other? And they'll trade a bit, but as Bat flies over, Ben sees it, and we'll pull away. And
little kiss on the cheek.
Yeah. Maybe he got the intel right there, or at least Bat did, that maybe they have vision up there, with the way that Always Want to Fly pulled back. Oh, almost got him on the cliff with that flame break. That would have been fun.
Narrowly missing, it looks like, and in the meantime, Jonas closing on Blink Dagger gold. He's up to 1,700. Your Axe at 1,200. So Yoki not too bad in his progression himself. And, well, a smoke. Here we go, Dakota. 8 Mother. Handskin. They want to get aggressive. The roaming Viper at 8 minutes. I mean, he's 5-0-4. Why the hell not?
In level 2 Chilling Touch. Can't forget how hard that's going to be hitting here.
They just missed resolution.
Seal Kid gets caught telekinesis and immediately dunked right there. Now Yoki into the open arms of 8 Mother and Handskin. They will slowly right-click down the red-faced beast. He drops. 8 Mother is unstoppable streak. Walk-in Doom onto the Iceman. Handskin could still get denied here, but they want to get redemption regardless. Going to resolution. Nice lasso. They pull him right back into Era's arms. And he blows him up right there with the Mana Void. Handskin, does he need the deny? He'll be fine.
Has the TP out to freedom. He's almost level 6 as well, and Empire again coming out the worst for wear in these fights. Now 8 Mother diving the enemy tower. He has a buckler. He'll pop it now, and Always Want to Fly also going to fall. Could be a low hot dance next. They're just getting run over. Once more into the meat grinder. Casual quad lane mid. I mean, it keeps on working, so keep it coming. Yoki, will he be the third? Maybe it's even the fourth or fifth. This fight mid just won't end. They'll get another kill. This one for Jonas. Blink Dagger done at 9.5 minutes. The quad lane anti-mage Viper is winning this game of Dota 2.
This is ridiculous. This is what happens in my pubs when it just turns into a... I don't even know.
What a circus.
Yeah.
I feel like Empire, after giving up those 2 kills in the tri-lane, we're like, you know what? Let's just YOLO. We can't lane bottom. Let's just go crazy. And unfortunately, crazy does not seem to be working for them.
But that Empire desperately need to step back, take a moment to breathe, and not just continue to get too bloodthirsty for any of these engagements where they, well, overthrow a bit. So with that now, Aaron looks like he'll step back, grab a bounty, and they shift towards top. They haven't been able to take many objectives. It's not like after these kills they're able to push forward and take towers, though. So we're not really getting anywhere as far as progression, but top lane, they get the last one silent, pull him back, cold feet's there, and there's another Mana Void right there. Era gets that kill, and they walk away with a nice little hit and run.
I like the way Era's playing the anti-mage. Like, he didn't have a great start mid with the... He was CSing even with the Doom, but was constantly pressured, was in danger of dying a few times as Handskin will get chased a bit here. Yoki not wanting to pursue too far, but just getting the bottle, getting the casual Wraith Band, and just looking to fight. He knows the rest of his team can fight, and I think Anti-Mage is a bit deceptively strong at early game clashes if he's careful. You don't want to overcommit. He probably still goes back for the Battle Fury, but you just poke in here, there, find these pickoffs. As Jonas going ham on Yoki. Looks like he'll get the frag.
They just slow roasted that Axe, but you know, with that comes a price. Some rotation. Silent shows up and they annihilate the Bat Rider. But
Rotisserie Manta Ray, delicious. Can you eat Manta Ray? Pretty sure it's mostly poisonous, but maybe there's certain slices of the...
Well done, right? That's good enough.
Just make sure you charbroil it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, NiP gonna take a tower here. The mech is coming soon, 550 gold, and it's just looking tough for Empire. The Axe Blink, still he sits at 1200 gold. Now his jungle's occupied, so he can't easily go farm it. The Doom Midas online, but it's still a ways to go before real combat items come. And oh, you want to farm your Blink? Nice try, Yoki. Where are you going?
Here's a couple ults for you. Sorry, buddy. Right click him down. He's done for. Seal could be the trade here, but still a worthy trade the longer they're able to prolong it. But he actually gets good damage, and yeah, they get Vengeful Spirit regardless. So a nice 2 for mid lane. They're not done yet. They jump on to Resolution. It's dominance from top to bottom for Ninjas in Pajamas in this game. Wow.
I like that casual Sentry Ward. It's like, you know, I don't really know what else to do, so I'm just going to go ahead and plop a Sentry down.
So angry, I'm going to put this in the ground.
I want to see your Observer Ward, so I know how I messed up and get it right next time. But it's really not going to matter. It's starting to feel a bit out of reach. It's now a 6k gold lead, 6k experience lead. In terms of late game, I think Empire would match up just fine against NiP, but this is an almost unfathomably bad start. 22 deaths in 13 minutes. That is just insane.
This is the definition of a bloodbath. There's just nowhere safe right now for Empire. They're even like vultures scouting over them in the deepest of their woods where they think it's safe. They're just there watching them. They go mid lane. Yoki still trying to get a Blink Dagger. Please, for the love of God, where can it go to farm? Blast him, take him apart. It's Bat Rider who gets
He's getting farther and farther away. Now he's down to 1,000 gold. He's going the wrong direction towards the Blink. And it's been like 5 minutes since he had this 1,200.
Empire had enough. They dropped sentries. They're taking away that aggressive vision they got. They have to move with a full 4-man unit just to safely be able to de-ward so they don't risk going 1 by 1 anymore. And I guess that's enough to kind of, for now, scare NiP away.
Well, it just keeps on getting worse. We're now closing in on 8 to 10k territory. Empire, I mean, that game 1 was not easy, but it was pretty dominant from them. Honestly, NiP just... They were gluttons for punishment. Had pretty small chance of winning that game for like, certainly the last 10-15 minutes. It was all but over. There was a period where they had a slight, 10-20% chance of winning, but they just keep on taking punches. And Empire, it's their turn to be the ones who get punched in the mouth a bit.
Rubik gets a knuckle sandwich, I guess, in that case. Gets taken down. Yoki gonna get right click the same time as Silent. They all just drop. It's disaster everywhere for Empire. Always want to fly, trying to get the hell out of there, but it's going to be a slow and painful death. Faked out a Mana Void, it sounds like, but I don't know. This is looking like one of those times that you're getting the towel, you got it in your hand, you're holding it by the side of the ring, and you're just, any moment now, you're thinking about maybe I need to throw it in there. I mean, unless you think that there'll be a point that Empire can finally just kind of get some room to breathe and find something for Silent. But even when they move us together, they're still losing these team fights. Just NiP are so far ahead.
That is putting it mildly. It's now the 10k gold lead, 15 minutes in. Mech online for 8 Mother. He goes back for a Midas after the mech, and we'll just give them some late game insurance. Hanskin probably going to grab his Ancient Apparition Midas soon as well, and they're jumping top. Yoki, no teleport scroll, and ain't going anywhere. See ya.
This is crazy. Empire have Yoki Axe. They have Silent Gyro, Aloha Dance Rubik right now, and it's 7 to 28. NiP, man.
It's all their signature hero. I mean, I just go back to the first blood. Like, the first 2 kills their bottom lane, to me, completely changed the way this game develops for Empire. They couldn't lane any longer against the tri-lane, and they had no one they could really put there. They try to put Axe there. He starts dying. The Doom tries to make a play on the anti-mage mid. He ends up surviving through most of the ganks and pressure, only one death. And despite multiple attempts on his life, they invested. They couldn't come back from that tri lane being shut down, and the only way they will now is if NiP basically throw. Short of that, it's an NiP game to lose.
All right, well, they're scouting out Era here. They get the stun, and well, that was surprisingly pretty simple. Plus, they hand over the Blink Dagger. We always want to fly. Could be the exchange. Swap to low ground, running the other way out. Maybe trying to spread apart this NiP team. But there's going to be the lasso pullback on the prize silent target with the dual Death Ward. It's going to be an easy takedown. He does drop down the call down, but it's not going to do enough. Meanwhile, they do catch up with that Vengeful Spirit, and it's going to be 8 Mother now. Beyond godlike. You see. Continues. Wow, that long cask actually goes through the creeps and connects on the Aloha Dance. Bat jumps forward. Now gets hit with the urn. The dot slowly withering away, but they're just going to continue to kite, and now they'll be able to take out Aloha Dance. So again, just one by one, they take apart and shred apart Empire. This is the thing with NiP, and what we saw even when they were going against Polar in the upper bracket of Star Ladder is it's a team that if you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. If you let them just get aggressive and be able to take kills and continue to snowball, they do it so well. They won't, even with a team where they have anti-mage and they should be just giving them space and stuff, they'll just continue to brawl and continue to take advantage of their advantage in the game.
So he went casual Yasha. I thought he'd just skip the Battle Fury, but it's now back into Claymore. I think with that Death Era looks at this game and says, we don't want to get too cocky. He was Wave of Terror. There's quite a good chance they're coming for him. He didn't have a ward, and he just sticks around, lets Venge just walk up to him and stun him like from almost point-blank range. Just a little sloppy and overly aggressive from Era, but it looks like he's going to settle down into the insurance policy. And Empire still trying to get those basics out. Max Blink. He
is second lowest in net worth.
Yoki was funny. He had 1,200 gold at like 9 minutes. He's got 850 gold at 18 minutes. Oh my god, 2 and 8. It just keeps so good. At this point, he should sell all his items to buy the Blink as soon as he's in range.
I mean, that's props to NiP. They gave him nowhere to go because you could have been like, oh, just go into jungle and farm it. We'll hold that thought. They get the pullback on Resolution, and another combo once again in the making. The swap back, try to go for the last minute save. Now they go on to Seal Kid, but it's always one to Fly who's in there way too deep, and now he's going to be dropped as well. The rest of Empire on the retreat out, and it's NiP getting another 2. But when they taking down Yoki, they were all through the Empire woods. It wasn't like Axe you could just go to jungle and get your Blink farm there. He had literally nowhere to go.
Well,
it still has nowhere to go.
Gotta give Empire credit for not giving up. They are unafraid. By the way, I want to point out Aloha Dance had stolen the Death Ward. Doesn't really have the easiest setup for it, with the Axe continuing to struggle to find that Blink.
Yeah, that's his best case. Maybe he can hold on to it for a bit longer till when he gets that Blink, and that could be the start for them to find their way back. But it looks like NiP are already taking back control as far as vision. They get a nice D ward towards the bottom, or maybe they're plotting out a potential Roche in the near future. But regardless, they're taking that vision back. Up and above, you can see Yoki. The struggle continues here.
Where's your Blink? Where's your Blink? Where's your Blink, Yoki?
Oh man, it's not going to happen. He now gets taken apart. And it's AA who gets that kill. Hand skid.
All right, he's clawed his way back from 830 gold to 1,000. Actually, the saddest Axe I have seen ever.
The caster curse, dude. I think I said in the draft that he had one of the best Axe performances I've seen at Star Ladder. And sorry, Yoki.
The curse is very much alive. You know, the funny thing is with NiP, Yanis and I called the games basically over against them twice. And both times they immediately came back and won. So the caster curse is alive and well, Dakota.
Another Doom where they casually throw it out, and unfortunately it's not going to be leading to a kill. Era is going to be able to shrug that one off and get right back to farming. And Empire at this point, very buddy-buddy system. They're nearby silent when they go for their farm, and they just need to play it very patiently. But even then, a shark in the water here as you see the 12-0 8 Mother Viper. An endangered species.
12-0 and 12.
But there it is. I caution you to stay away.
He's been involved in 24 kills in 21 minutes as a freaking Viper. Do you realize how hard it is even to get to 24 fights? Just to get to that many heroes dying as this clunky, immobile behemoth that's a tall order, let alone to be actively involved in that many kills. Anti-Mage Battle Fury about to come out now. Roshan could be in the cards. Empire finally getting their first blink for resolution. But still the Axe is a total non-factor. The supports are very squishy and struggling to get items out.
Oh, Silence trying to get BKB, but now he gets kidnapped. Come here, buddy. Pulling right into the arms of Hanskin and company, and it's going to be another easy kill. Another kill 8 Mothers involved with. He's got a DD for God's sakes, and now it's 35-8. I have not seen Empire dominated like this in quite a while.
That's a great point. Granted, maybe they're enjoying that post-Star Ladder glow. This team, unfortunately for them, not going to DAC, so they don't have quite the pressure. Nonetheless, though, taking nothing away from NiP, they're doing great here in Game 2.
They might get something mid, though. Steel Kid zoomed up, but they got the mech and the heal. They're making him sweat for it. Resolution will be taken down anyways. They can't get anything right now. And 8 Mother gets another kill, for God's sakes. This is unreal, and finally they're like, forget it. We're done. You don't even need to take objectives. We've had enough. Let's just go. Game number 3.
They have no... Okay, there we go. Oh, man. That was painful. It's like at some point, you know, boxing match, the ref just has to make a call. It's like, dude, you're bleeding from every possible pore in your upper torso, your face, your shoulders. You're knocked out. You're not allowed to fight anymore. And it's like getting back up, like trying to haul himself to his feet so he can get punched to the ground once more. Empire, give them credit. They can take a pounding, but eventually they do fall here.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to tap out. And I think it's best for them to shake that one off. And I wouldn't even say they put together a bad draft. It was just, like you said, from that tipping point at the start where Skype wanted to take a dump. But that's when it was just, NiP just took the reins of the game. And they're like, we're just going to ride this one all the way to the promised land. And they sure did. So now they've been able to break through the 2-0 streak we saw from Empire for so long until the finals. And we'll get to see game-breaking number 3.
Yeah, Game 3 is coming up. I don't think Empire read too much into this. They gave up the first blood, the double kill. The tri-lane couldn't fight from there. They picked fairly weak solos that needed to just have a actual 1v1 or to be able to rotate into the jungle. And, well, after the way it started, Dakota, it was going to be tough to come back. And with that said, guys, Game 2 is a wrap. It's a 1-1 series. We go to our deciding Game 3. Who's going to face Virtus Pro in the grand finals tomorrow? We'll find out in just a moment. It's the Alienware Area 51 Dota 2 Cup, powered by Curse, and of course brought to you by Beyond the Summit. He's KOTLGuy. Follow his handsome face on Twitter at KOTLGuy, and if you'd like myself as well, at LD Dota. Game 3 after this.